What's up, guys? Average Kiwi Guy here. How y'all doing? So we just got done with the Nintendo press conference, sort of wrapping up the sort of press conference section of E3. Um, yo, that conference was like maybe 40% other games, and then the rest was just Smash. It was literally Smash Brothers, the patch notes. It just kept going and going and going. Like, I was thinking, okay, they're gonna do like a couple of little like, oh, here's some stuff like the big changes, right? But I was like, every little change, like, look, if I was super into Smash Brothers, if I was super into Smash Brothers, I'd be flipping my shit like, yes, like that would be, that'd be my thing. But I'm not that into Smash Brothers. It's not I like don't mind watching it, thing, but I'm bad at it, so I don't really play it. Um, so I can see who would really love that. Like, oh my god, look at all the changes and all the characters and Jesus. And we'll get into that when we talk about Smash, but my god, like as a conference itself, as a presentation, like you were literally sitting there and I'm sure there's a big group that were like thoroughly like just like watching like, oh, that's awesome, oh, that's awesome, like that's their thing. But I'm sure there's another big group that was like, is this thing ending yet? Like it was almost, it was too long. It was too long talking about things that weren't big in any way. Like I'm sure it's big to some people, but not to others. And I was more on the other side. So I can see the ones who would love this conference and those who wouldn't. First up, we had a mech game, and I love me some mech games. I love me mechs. Like, I'm a big Gundam fan. Absolutely love it to pieces. And it was kind of a combination of Gundam and maybe like Armored Core and stuff like that. It had that kind of feel to it, and they were showing off some of the like the moves and all that. It looked super cool. Like it was very very like down. I love that stuff. Like that mech type battles. I definitely need to see some actual solid gameplay of it to make sure, because a lot of mech games can be very trashy. They can be very bad sometimes. So I'd need to see it. But Demon X Machina, interesting name. Coming out in 2019 for the Switch. It looked cool. It looked damn cool. I mean, and Nintendo lit off with it, which was interesting. So, and like the music was like, it was getting like super into it. It was awesome. I love that one. Then Xenoblade Chronicles 2, they had a new DLC. I think it's a DLC or a standalone DLC. It didn't really explain, but it had like it's for Chronicles 2, maybe like a expansion thing. I'm not sure. But there's DLC coming out in September. I never played Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I heard a lot of people like really like it and a lot of people that really hated it. So it's either a very hit or miss thing. I played Xenogear, I think. Like, well, at least one of them. I can't remember which one it was. And I kind of liked it or something. Yeah. I liked the trailers that I saw, and I've done a few trailer reactions on Xenoblade Chronicles, but I never ended up playing it. But yeah, there's a new DLC coming out for it, which seems pretty cool. Then they went into Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and they explained the Pokeball thing again. Um, the thing about that Pokeball is that little Pokeball trainer, like controller thing, is if you buy that, you get Mew straight off. Like it's in the Pokeball. He's like, oh, there's something in it, and it was Mew. I'm like, hang on a minute. You just get given Mew just straight up. Like that tells me that this is not like this is a very like casual, like pretty like it's whatever Pokemon game. Like it's not something that you're like that's the first time I ever think like a legendary Pokemon just gets given to you like that. Like, it's a bit weird. It felt a little bit weird. Like, oh yeah, you buy this controller, you get Mew. I don't think it's like pay to win in any way, because I don't think these games are too much going to be that serious. I think more the more traditional Pokemon games are the more serious ones. But it's a little weird. It was a little weird. I guess with these Pokemon games being that they're more Pokemon Go like, where you're just throwing balls at them. There's no actual wild Pokemon battles. Then it's a little bit like, I guess, easier to just give new Pokemon, but it felt a little off. It felt a little off about just giving away Mew. Be something different if it was a more common one, like, oh, okay, that's alright. Or maybe you had a chance to get, a whole bunch of random Pokemon. But when you just give away Mew, alright. Alright. Then Super Mario Party for the Switch got announced, which was pretty cool. So like, if you guys are really into all those party games and stuff that Mario Party has, looks pretty cool. They had like a way of like connecting up two switches, and like tanks could go, like a little tank game, and they could go between each screen, and it was like it was pretty much seamless. So it was like having a bigger screen. It looked pretty cool. Looked like a ton of different activities, different modes and stuff, which looked awesome. That's coming out in October, the 5th of October. So that's pretty cool. It's a good party game. It's good when you can get a whole bunch of people around. The only thing is like you're using the little Joy-Con controllers, and you're like this. I still can't get used to how small the Joy-Cons are. It's just a little. But I guess for a party game, it's like, yeah. We got more news on the Fire Emblem game that's coming to the Switch, a full-fledged Fire Emblem game, like 3D and all that. It looked pretty cool. Like, they had the whole strategy thing going, and then it looks like you can like run around the towns and stuff. I haven't played Fire Emblem games, so everyone really kind of swears by it. Like every person I've sort of talked to about it, they're like, yeah, no, it's super good. Like, you should give it a go. Especially if you like some strategy stuff. And it's got, that sort of JRPG side on it as well. So this looks pretty cool. It did look like a pretty cool thing. Like you put the orders in for the different characters that you have, and they sort of animate it out, and that was pretty cool. They said 2019 for that release date. But I can't really speak to it too much because I just don't know Fire Emblem. So yeah, like it's just I just never played it. So Fortnite. Like, I'm shocked that this was the only time I've actually seen Fortnite in any of these press conferences. But I guess it's already on PS4 and it's already on PC. So like, you're not gonna get it at those ones. Actually, it is now on Switch. They basically said, like, I think it was like 10 o'clock. I think it would be their time, so I don't know when that is. It might be already now. You can play Fortnite on your Switch. There you go. I mean, it's Fortnite. It's Fortnite. It's everywhere. I still remember when Fortnite was a PvE game, so no, it's yeah. Then they sort of listed off a whole bunch of like indies that are coming, like Overcooked 2, Hollow Knight's there. Just whole like it. The Switch is chock full of indies. It's chock full of indies. It's great. It looks super cool. So that's cool to see there. And then it was just Smash. like for at least, what would it be? Like, it was nearly over 20 minutes. It was nearly over 20 minutes. And I mean, I could understand because the amount of characters that are in this game. It's every single Smash character that has ever been in any Smash game. It's it's like 64 or something characters. Like, like I said, I'm not a big Smash player. I don't mind watching it, but I'm not much of a Smash player. But like, just for a fighting game roster to have that many is insane. That's insane. It truly is. Like, when they said that's a good bang for your buck, it's a good bang for your buck. It really is. They did say like you'd have a starting roster and then you unlock different ones as you go, but you'd be constantly unlocking them. So that, I guess, for those who aren't really into it, it gives them something to aim for, because they can like maybe find their favorite characters and aim to go get them and stuff like that. But dude, like, it was insane, the amount of characters there. And then they proceeded to go into every single, almost every, I think they cut it short a little bit, but almost every single little change that those characters had since like their first been announced in a Smash game type thing. Like if we hadn't seen them in a while, this is what we changed. Like it was every single little thing. It was patch notes. These were patch notes. These are things that you read up online to see, like, okay, this is my favorite character. Okay, this is the thing that's just changed on them. But this was literally in the middle of a conference, and they're just listing everything off. And I can understand if you are super into Smash and like this would be super interesting to you. And congratulations, you got that. You got that. But for the rest of us, we were like, are we, is this it? Like it just kept going and going and going. Dude, like it was pretty insane. I was shocked at how much it was. And then they went into like all the different stages and stuff that they have, different types. There's music and stuff in it. They're like the assists and stuff. It was almost like a Smash like overdose. It was just so much like Smash things, and it wasn't a broad thing. It was just like specifics, and it was very catered to one type of viewer. It was it was insane. But also some other things. GameCube controllers can now work, I think, for Smash. So I think I maybe that's like what people prefer to play with for Smash. But yeah, that's a thing. Hook up your GameCube controller. They also did so they showed off like a new release of GameCube controllers that they're like Smash versions. So if you really dig into that, that's there. But apparently like the Switch has been able to like you can actually use GameCube controllers on it since like October last year. Like I didn't even think that. Like I thought like, you know, you would try and move on from the controllers, but no, they were super into having it. So not only did they have all the old fighters that are in every other Smash game, but they had they already said about the Inkling being actually part of Smash. So that they released that showed that there's all the different versions and stuff like that, and the powers and everything, and then also Ridley as well from Metroid. So that's cool. That's more characters to have on the bloody thing. Yeah, so December 7th. So it's a holiday thing, Christmas time thing. It's gonna sell a ton of copies. A ton of copies, and it's gonna sell a lot of Switches too. Especially around that time of the year. Look, like I said, I'm not into Smash, hardcore like that. I don't mind watching it, but I don't really play it. So as a conference, it was like, my God, is this like really, really focused on one game, like specific. And I don't mind when a conference focuses on that one game. I would have no problems if it was just Smash. It was not a big deal to me, but it was just the type of content that was. It was stuff that could have been done either through YouTube videos or after the conference and stuff. So when the people that really want to hang around, you tease that stuff, and so people will hang around for that. But when you're sort of hanging in there thinking that maybe, just maybe, there'll be some other announcements, it just, yeah, it was, and it didn't turn out to be. It felt like I just not wasted, but it was a long time to wait for just, that to be the end. So I don't think it's as strong as conference as what Nintendo has had. But Nintendo does their own thing. They always do their own thing. They don't worry about what everyone else is doing. They do their own thing. And they have a lot of these conferences throughout the year too. So just because, the E3 one doesn't have what you want, there could be several others down the road that have it. So this year. So, now it's all right. It's all right. I mean, I don't personally, I don't think, Nintendo said anything that was like, boom, they won E3 sort of thing. I'm sure a whole bunch of Smash people just freaked the heck out, like, yep, I'm done. This is my game. I'm done. That's it. But it's all like personal flavor. It's all personal, like what you like. It's just what you're into. and I don't mind. Um, but yeah, it's a bit sad. Like that was the last conference. I mean, it's always sad to have that. But you know, I mean, we're gonna have a ton of stuff coming in through this week, which I'll keep an eye on. But yeah, it's been cool doing all these conferences and breaking them down and all the rest of it. We'll probably do like a E3, like post E3 thing, just to sort of wrap it all up. Talk about the games that we're really looking forward to, the downs, the ups, you know, all that stuff. I got a ton of editing and stuff to do, but yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. If you guys want to check out the channel, have a look around. We've been all over E3, all over these conferences, and I'll still be keeping my eye out on stuff that's coming out. You know, stuff that didn't make it into conferences, they generally release throughout the week, so we'll be keeping an eye on that stuff. And a lot of it has some really good gems. There's some really good gems in there, so we'll have a look. But yeah, we'll probably be back to regular scheduled stuff a little bit later on. And yeah, so thank you very much. Check out the channel, have a look around. If you like, hit that subscribe button. I'd appreciate it. We're a small channel, so we're still growing. We're still getting used to all this stuff. And yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to catch you later. Peace. Bye.